Welcome back, everybody, to Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks. This guy, me, yours truly, are Dr. Cush, and we are here tonight to correct a mistake that we did over the weekend. I did a seminar called, now so you guys, some of you were there, called The Secret of the Seven Cocktails. And within The Secret of the Seven Cocktails, I told you, I explained, I didn't tell you guys, I just explained, I sort of gave you a bigger overall idea of what the seven cocktails are and how to use them in order to make drinks. And in that seminar, I gave out 3 drinks. The Punch Bunch, my favorite people at Tiki Oasis, gave out drinks. And sometimes this happens here at this show too. Sometimes I start talking and then I'm just done talking and I don't know what I said in between. I started talking and then the talking just happened. And then by the end of it, no idea what I said. I don't write anything down. All of this is sort of off the top of my head. Is that a good thing? Probably not. I should probably get better at, bullet pointing. Not a real gun guy, so no bullet points for me. So anyway, basically, I made a cocktail that I didn't explain at all. I handed out a cocktail called the Rum-Boo. The Rum-Boo. It didn't explain it at all. Didn't tell you how to make it. Didn't tell you what kind of drink it was. It just sort of showed up in front of you. Had a little hibiscus in it. You drank it, and that's at the end was how that worked. Well, we're gonna correct that today. We're making the Rum-Boo. So so get ready for that. Hopefully you guys are interested. This is going to be a Manhattan, we call it the Mantini style of drinks. It's the Martini Manhattan, the Martinez style of drink, where we are going to be using an awful lot of vermouth, sherry, that kind of thing to sort of help build up the drink. So that's what we're making tonight. Hopefully you guys are interested. If you're not, hang out anyway. Just say hi. Let me say hello to the people that are here. I got to meet some of you for the first time, and I got to hang out with some of you that I had met before. Here is Moose. Moose made an appearance on the show. Not live. Live-ish. From his phone. It's good to see Moose. Moose and I had this similar jacket going on. It's good to see you. Sorry. Moose. Good to see you there, pal. Amy Beer. Got to meet Amy Beer and Amy Beer's mom. So get home from Prescott safely. Amy Beer, it's really nice to meet you this week. What an absolute pleasure. I pushed people out of the way so that I could meet Amy Beer this week. Let me say hello to Bon Bon, a howdy to you as well, and a howdy from all the Cushies. I speak for the Cushies, basically the Lorax, and you guys are all of my trees. Let me say a good evening to Shawnee Pandabaker. Let me retract that statement. I don't speak for all of you. The opinions said on this show are the expressed opinions of Dr. Cush and Dr. Cush only. So if I've said something out of pocket, I'm not expecting you guys to defend me on those. You guys can fight me on all this stuff. Let me say hello real quick to Tiki Tom. Tiki Tom, there was a gentleman very handsome gentleman at the Tiki conference that looked just like you. And I was nervous that I had not said hi to him. So I did go up and say hello to this gentleman just to sort of feel it out. Breaking news to you, Tom. I don't know if you knew this or not. It wasn't you. It was not you, but it's good to see you here, and hopefully we will get to meet you soon at one of the contests. Kim K, Esquire, was present, waiting for Kyle to show. Kyle was manning the bar. He did make an appearance when he learned how to turn on all of the cameras and all the lights and then danced. So hopefully there's nothing illegal there. If it is, I suggest arresting Kyle because he did break and enter. Dougie G in the place to be. Dougie G was a huge help this week, along with Cocktail Lulu and Bon Bon and all of you that showed up and really helped. I didn't know how to set up all these stanchions that I needed to, and all of you were there to help. So thank you guys, and for the glasses. Mr. Highway 666, this is a blast from the past. Good to see you, pal. Hope everything is going well with you, and I assume you are one of our fellow tiki enthusiasts. Great. Good to have you. Always a pleasure. Like we say, never a chore. Cocktail Lulu made it to class just in time. We were walking off the rum from Tiki Oasis. We're going to need to keep walking. Let me say hello to DC Debbie Clark, winner of the 2023 Cush Tucky Derby. The Cush Tucky Derby is coming up this Saturday. I will put out, please be watching on my YouTube and on my Instagram. I will be putting out a Google form. We're going real professional this year. A Google form for you guys to fill out your Cush Tucky Derby horses, the color, and the lane. I will put you in heats as much as I can. KT Kyle Tender, good to see you there, pal. Always a pleasure, buddy. Please don't break into the bar next time, but it was nice to have you around at least a little bit there. What did Tiki Top say? No worries, Doc. If we're ever in the same room, I'll be pushing people out of the way. Doubtful. You should have seen me. It was embarrassing how quickly I had to get to Amy Beer when she introduced me. So you guys, like I said it to Amy Beer, and I'll say it to all you guys. You guys are my celebrities. I only ever see your names, but I see them all the time. So I have created sort of a weird thing where you guys are over here for me, right there. That's where all your names show up. You guys keep this dream alive. And so I want to thank you all for that. If you're watching over on Instagram, go ahead and say hi, do a little chatski, say hello to me. This is a live show. Yes, that is not the whole story. I pushed Jen out of the way. Jen, this is a fun thing. We will announce this at the end of the show. Through a couple minor mix-ups and some funny business, producer Jen has a new tiki name. So here we go. You totally did, Jen. Yeah, perfect. Okay, perfect. Okay. We will announce that at the end of the show. But for right now, let's get into this cocktail. A guy named Joseph Eppinger might have created this. But like all things, almost all things, are there any definites? Are there definites in the world of booze? Let me just think about it for a second. Admiral Grogham probably didn't create grog. There's some thoughts on whether or not the daiquiri was created by who they say it was. I'm trying to think real hard on this was definitely created up until like the 1940s. This was definitely created by somebody. It just sort of floated around from bars to bars. People eventually, somebody took ownership of it. It got written into a book. And now, I guess, to be honest, that's history. I guess that's just how history works. Whoever says it first, whoever, it's the dibs version of the world. I guess just the world works on dibs. Whoever got dibs on creating these cocktails, that's who gets to say they did it. A guy named Eppinger, a German guy, might have created this sometime around 1886. It's a cocktail called the Bamboo Cocktail. Big sherry, light vermouth, and a little bitters. That's how it goes. Kind of an interesting situation. That's a great drink. Certainly falls within the mantini style of things. Anytime that you are spicing up a drink with something like a vermouth, then you are definitely looking into the mantini way to build it, which is a 2-1 half, 2-1-2, 2-1, and then a little bit of bitters structure of how to build a drink. This one's a little different. Obviously, these are not hard and fast rules. They are a little different. So I wanted to create one that was very tiki-fied. Amontillado sherry shows up in a number of great tiki drinks, just maybe as a float. On top, it has a lot of nuttiness. Certainly has some island flair. Certainly has a little bit of that like bright, big, nutty flavor that you're looking for in a sherry, especially that you're looking for in tiki drinks. Things like orgeat, falernum, all other big nutty drinks. So I think Amontillado sherry works really well in this. This is going to be a big Amontillado cocktail, but we're also going to be adding in our vermouth and What was that? And a little bit of some bitters. So this is what it is. This is what we do. And I will now explain to you guys how we made one of the drinks. Right here, this is a stirry cocktail. Most of the Martinez Manhattan Martini styles are done in this guy because we are not putting any juices in here. We don't need these things to have a bunch of bubbles. We don't need them to combine super well. We don't need to combine any extra. Certainly you wouldn't put eggs in this. Certainly you're not going to emulsify this. Certainly what you're going to be doing is just stirring them so that they sort of come together like that. This should be more of a goulash versus like a sandwich. You know, a sandwich has like little layers. This is a goulash. You throw everything in there and just heat it up. We're going to be cooling it down. Let's start off over here. This is one of my favorite sherries in the world because, why? I can always find it. These are my, oh, let's find a way to make that shot look better. Put this down here. Throw this somewhere else. There we go. Look at that. Look at the awards we're about to win with this one. This is Doña Luisa. Now, is it the greatest sherry of all time? Does it make my toes curl thinking about how this sherry is truly the only great Amontillado sherry? Certainly not. However, they sell it at Trader Joe's. I like Trader Joe's. There, as much as I can. So nutty. Very islandy, very nice. If you're working with any tiki sherries, I suggest Amontillado. Really nice way to do it. One part. All right. It's tough when I start off with the most thing we're putting in here. We're gonna put in 1 ounce of some Amontillado sherry. Look at that rich color, Amontillado sherry. For those of you who don't know what Amontillado sherry is, aged a couple times. Throw it into a barrel so that there's this. Okay, so when you make Amontillado sherry, basically you keep it under like 15.5% ABV. You fortify it up to that point. Excuse me, my goodness. You put it into a barrel, and then the stuff grows on top of it. Now that normally when we see stuff growing on top of things, we don't want that. In booze, little different. We want that to be, we want to create this little thing of, they call it floor, which I think just basically means algae. Just like a nice topping of floor. What that does is it keeps the the booze from sort of seeping out. It keeps them from like getting other weird, strange little bits going in there. However, it also lets all of that water sort of escape. So the angel share is something we're looking for. That way the alcohol comes up. We put it in a barrel once, then we take that floor off, we fortify it again, we put it into another barrel. That's how we get all this very dark, beautiful color. This is not from the grapes or anything else. This is just from the aging in barrels. Now, there's another great cocktail. We've made it on this show before called the Adonis. This is very similar to an Adonis cocktail, but bamboo just sounded more tiki. So the bamboo has a nice dry vermouth added to it. We are instead going to be going full Italian on this one. Hey, put in the red vermouth, please. We're going to be putting in 1 full ounce of some red, sweet, better to even just say Italian vermouth. We're doing Carpano Antiqua today. 1 full ounce of that. And there we go. Right now, we have a 1-to-1 Adonis cocktail. We're missing some bitters. But right now, we have a 1-to-1 Adonis cocktail. Delicious. Vermouth, as I talked about in my seminar, is one of just like the forgotten bits of great bartending. Because during Prohibition, why would you, if you're going to smuggle something in, why are you going to smuggle in something that's 11 to 14%? We need this to be 160 proof because we're sober and we need to get drunk as fast as possible. It's much easier to keep regular booze as opposed to this stuff. So vermouth in the United States just died for a while. Stayed alive everywhere else, just died here for a little bit. Bon asking the good questions. Will sherry go bad or should it go in the fridge? Fridge. It should be fridged up. This is treat sherry, treat Jerez, Treat all this stuff, the Amontillado, treat all of it as if it was a vermouth. It will last longer. It will not last forever. All right. So if you're thinking about going out and buying just a case of Amontillado sherry, I would warn you against that. I think this bottle comes in at, I'm going to take a guess. I think I remember. I think it comes in at $5.99, which is a steal for an Amontillado sherry. But one bottle at a time, and unless you're drinking sherry cocktails every night, and I don't see anything wrong with that, you're probably not gonna make it through the whole bottle. All right, I'm just giving you guys a little warning. See if you can find smaller bottles. Now, we're not making a bamboo. We're not making an Adonis. We're making a Rum-Boo. A Rum-Boo. I wanted this to have more of a Manhattan feel to it. So then we're gonna take our rums. Starting off over here with a big fat Jamaican rum. This is, it's not called big fat Jamaican rum. It is called Jamaican pot still rum, but it's big and fat. It's got some feelings. Go on a diet if it wants to. Lots of funk. Lots of funk. Since we're not putting a lot of this stuff in here, this is going to be a big flavoring agent that we're putting in here. Also to fortify this a little bit. We don't need a lot, but you can't just go putting in something that doesn't have a lot of flavor. All right, find a funky rum, pot still, something in that general area, that general idea, and we're going to go ahead and throw in half an ounce of a big, thick. We're looking for that kind of a Jamaican rum. We need half an ounce. That so far is the lightest thing we've put in here. There we go. Sort of lighten this whole thing up. Hamilton pot still is big. A little goes a long way. That is correct, Dougie G. It goes a long way. Finding the rums like that. That's what we're looking for. It doesn't have to be the pot still. You guys can change this up. Same way, every time that I tried to order a Manhattan over the past 20 years, people will say, we don't carry rye. Can you do bourbon? Yes. For me, yes. I will take a bourbon Manhattan. I'm not going to throw a fit. I wouldn't probably even notice. Next, I wanted to make this just a little bit more islandy. Just, I think sometimes people think just throwing a little bit of rum into something makes that into a tiki drink. Certainly not. We're trying to find a feeling. We're trying to find, people in brightly colored, matching tops and shorts and big flower hats and headpieces and that kind of stuff. We're trying to find that feeling. And I would have a hard time thinking that anybody would not think that feeling when drinking a nice coconut rum. This is a Koloa. These guys are great. Being at the Tiki Oasis this week made me realize how many Hawaiian rums start with the letter K. I think all of them. There might be something. I think isn't that sugar cane? So like ko, and then you just add whatever the o loa means. I think rum in Hawaii just starts with the letter K. So if it's a rum starts with the letter K, good chance you found yourself a Hawaiian rum. We're gonna go ahead and put in half an ounce of some of this guy. This is a coconut rum. Excellent. Clipping along here, folks. Really doing all the good work. Flick. Get that back here. We did a big culling this last week of rums, and now we are low on rums again. In the immortal words of Johnny Depp. Somebody took a grumpy on my bed. Those aren't the words I was looking for. Where's the rum gone? Of course, is the words I was looking for. Next thing we need to put in here is our bitters. Lots of, let me say hello real quick to Amy Nordstrom. Thank you, Amy Nordstrom, for watching for the first time. Glad to have you. Say hello to everybody. If everybody's already said hi to you, there we go. Everybody said hi to you, so good to have you. We got more Amy's in here than we've ever had before. We've always only ever had one. Let's reach back here. We want to find some bitters. We want to find some Jamaican bitters. We want to find some orange bitters. And we want to find some traditional Angostura bitters. I am panicked a little bit right now. Oh, they're there. These are bitters right here. Got to meet the other Amy, Amy IE, Amy Beer, this week. We're going to be using these bitters. These are just Angostura bitters. As much as people want to make these into a classic cocktail ingredient, these are certainly a very island ingredient. They come from Trinidad and Tobago. They use everything grown on Trinidad and Tobago. This is the stuff, 2 dashes of some Angostura Trinidad and Tobagoan, it can't be how you say that, Trinidadian and Tobago-ish bitters. We use half dashers, just a reminder. Next, Jamaican bitters. This is Bitter Cube Jamaican bitters number 2. Another great way to do this is to do these ones, not those ones. Some of these. Find yourself some of those Bittermans. The tiki bitters. Just find some tiki bitters. Works really well in there. Orange bitters as well. So these right here, just a little bit of orange bitters. Teeniest bottle, cutest bottle there is, maybe. If you find a cuter bottle, please send it to me. We're going to go ahead and put in 2 dashes of some orange bitters. Did I put in the, I didn't put in the other ones, did I? Jamaican bitters. Remember when I was talking about these Jamaican bitters a second ago? Forgot all about them. 2 dashes of some Jamaican bitters. Oh, did I not do that? Let me say hello to Ranger Effing. Hello. Hello, Ranger Effing. It is good to see you. Ranger Effing's watching us over on Instagram. Everybody else is over on YouTube currently, but this is big news. We gained more than 20 subscribers over the course of Tiki Oasis on our YouTube. We gained like 40 followers over on Instagram. So I did better on Instagram than I did on YouTube. So this may become an Instagram show. We might have to go back to our roots. This is what we got right here, guys. This is the drink. If you want to drink it, drink it. Just drink away. Oh, sorry. Ranger FNG. Oh, it's a military thing. It's not Ranger effing. That's a whole different situation. It is Ranger FNG. Oh, and let me say hello real quick to one of our, not one of our, my patron saint. This is Motu, the Gin of Tiki. I know a lot of you got to try Motu for the first time. I've been in contact with a number of people out in Arizona at this point. My next goal is to talk to everybody before San Diego Tiki Oasis to get Brando Gin, which was a crazy hit. People, I was wearing my insane clothes, and people would stop me and say, "You're the gin guy. You're the gin. You're that guy that had all that great gin. Awesome, way to go!" So thank you to Motu Gin of Tiki. That's the Brando Motu Gin. The goal by the end of this year is to make sure that every tiki bar on earth has a bottle of that gin. Go ahead and put in a lot of ice. Is that enough ice? That's enough ice. That might be too much ice. This might be silly. Better to have more ice than less ice. Less ice means that you are going to, of course, what? Have more dilution. More ice means less dilution. More ice means more ice is helping to cool down the drink. Less ice means that there's not that much in there. So it seems like maybe there'd be less water, but all that ice is going to do is melt. So lots and lots of ice. This might be a comically large amount of ice. We're just going to stir. If you notice, we're doing a nice, easy stir. If you if you're, prone to be hypnotized, just watch a single piece of ice go by. You should see it go by every time. I'm watching this one vertical one. Let me see if I can show it to you. I'm watching this one right there go by every time. If you're stirring right, you should watch that little piece of ice go by the same way every time. If you're doing it like this, all that ice is moving too much, creating too many melting points. Get into a big problem with that. But we've been stirring long enough, and now all that ice has found its level. I think we're good. Let me say real quick. Let me say hello real quick to Adrian Amico. You're correct. Do you know and Adrian were together at Tiki Oasis and still together? Whew. I'm a newbie to YouTube and will be even newer to Instagram live streaming. Stir away, Cush. Thank you, Adrian. Good to have you. Okay. That's in there. Moments before. This does not have to be something you keep in your freezer all the time. Moments before the show started, I threw this into the freezer. Now look how frosty freezy this is. If I just wipe all those little bits, you can see frosty freezy. That's what we're looking for. Hello to our good friend, Forlorn Hope. Hello, Forlorn Hope. Okay, we're going to use one of these guys. We have one, I would say, if we're going to rank them, I would say the State of the Bar Address, the Christina Ricci Show, and the Kentucky Derby are our three big shows. We've done those first two this year. Now we're getting to the third one. So if you don't have one yet, get your julep strainer. We will, of course, be making mint juleps for the Kentucky Derby, and that is what we're doing on Saturday. So we're big weeks. All we're doing is putting this in backwards to a lot of people. Don't put it in spoon like the scoopy side down. Put it in scoopy side up. That's just going to give you a little bit more control. Let you put your finger right there, and we are going to slowly. Oh, not with me. Don't look at me. Slowly pour this in. We're going to get this really nice looking a little shakes. I don't know if that's weakness or the DTs. Either way, right there. Boom. This right here, my friends, a delicious tiki cocktail, the rarest style. This is, I would say, this is probably the rarest style of tiki drinks to make. This is the Martinez version of a tiki drink. We have big Jamaican rum. We have coconut rum. We have Amontillado sherry sort of as the backbone of this thing, sweetened up by our sweet vermouth, a little bit of bitters, some fun island bitters, plus an orange bitter. I served this this week with definitely with an orchid. There's something else in there too. Again, I just started talking, and then my time was done, and I stopped talking. And what I said in between, I have no idea. But I like to serve this with just a little orange, so we're just going to cut off as much of this little bit of orange as we can. There's a little pith in there. If you want to get real weird about it, and you can get weird about it, I'm not opposed to a little weirdness. You can cut that pith out, but I think this is so nice. So we're just going to give this a nice squeeze over top. You should get a couple little orange oils popping over, and then a fun little bartender trick. Watch this. Let's drop it in. I don't know how fun that is. You know what? We can do it a little less fun. Let's bring it out here. I got a little time. I talked fast today. We're going to grab one of these little... We had a whole... We had a bunch of mice living in our house. They were paying rent and everything, and they did all their laundry by hanging up their stuff. So they left it out. So I took all these little mouse-sized like laundry clips, and we're just gonna throw this right here on the side. That way, it's out of your face. You're not gonna choke on it. We need a Motu cocktail for the Derby, says Motu Gin of Tiki. That's a great idea. As a matter of fact, I don't think we've ever made a gin. Okay, we got to work on it. A mint julep with gin, but not a London Dry. No, I don't think that'll work. Too much mint, too much herbs to mix with other mints. Mint instead mixed with Brando Motu Gin, the gin of Tiki. Here we go right here. This is the drink. I didn't really get a chance to have one. So we're going to go ahead and just drink this. I don't throw the word genius around all that often, but I am a genius. That's the weirdest little humble brag of all time. Right? Listen, I am the most humble person you've ever met. This is delicious. It certainly does not come off as a big, brash, juicy tiki drink. But there are so many big flavors in here, and that's what you can do by just finding these flavors that you like. So if you want, you can take out, say, the Amontillado, put a little falernum in there, or even slice it in half, find like little bits in there to sort of create a cocktail in this fashion. A really, really nice way to have a to let your tiki freaky flag fly, but also have a drink served up. That is my favorite color of cocktail. We all know this is my favorite color of cocktail, the brown. My goodness. That makes me happy. This is delicious. I'm glad I didn't get to try all the drinks before they went out. I trusted the Punch Bunch implicitly, explosively. I trusted them, whatever that E word I'm looking for is. They made the drink, sent it out. I think this is a really great example of that. So, yes, Bonbon agrees. Falernum in this would be perfect. If you guys are drinking, I'm really jealous. Well, listen, there's good drinking. This good, all weekend at Tiki Oasis. I'm really jealous. We made, listen, we're all friends here. The class is done, basically. We made some amazing tiki drinks this week at Tiki Oasis. We had the Mo Tai, which is Brando Motu Gin inside of a Mai Tai. Basically, just take out all the rum, substitute it with gin, because that's what the gin does. We did a great one called Colonel Emphatically. Emphatically was the E word I was looking for. Thank you. We made a Colonel Kurtz's Downfall, which is a missionary's downfall. Took out the rum, put in the gin. It was one of the biggest hits of the whole week. And then we also made one called the... I just did it. Called the Kapuku. Oh, we took a classic cocktail, took out the London Dry Gin, replaced it with the Brando Motu Gin. We had a classic cocktail with an island twist. Spectacular. So that is the way we drink at Arizona Tiki Oasis, and it is how we're going to be drinking at San Diego Tiki Oasis. My classes are due, my seminars are due this week, so I have a lot of work to get done. So probably a few more of these as we go. And the Mo Tai. I think I said the Mo Tai. The Mo Tai. Yeah, the Mo Tai. We had the Mo Tai, Colonel Kurtz's Downfall, and the Kapuku. Those were our big three drinks. And Brando Gin made great cocktails. Couldn't agree more. I could not have been prouder. Like I said to you guys, I literally have been chasing Brando Gin for about 2 years. I've been working with a guy named Roberto, who is awesome, but finding a place for me in the company has been weird. So I've been proselytizing this whole thing. Proselytizing can't be the word either. Not prophesizing either. I've been saying the words of Brando Motu Gin, and finally it was so nice to get the recognition for this, because finally Tiki people really got a chance to taste it, and it could not have gone better. So thank you for all of you that showed up. Okay. Motai was great in the greens room after the show. Yeah, we had a couple extra. Okay. Yes, Amy, taking Cush's seminar, faux show. I love it. Thank you. So I have a couple options. Know that whatever the option is, it will be the summer of that option. So like last year, it was the summer of punch. This time it might be the summer of maybe Amaro, maybe gin cocktails, maybe, and think about this, Italian Tiki Italia. If we do a whole seminar on Tiki Italia, we got a lot coming up. So stick around for all that. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate all the help and getting to meet everybody at Arizona Tiki Oasis. This time we'll play a little. That's how much tiki we were doing. It was that much tiki was going through. So, that, my friends, I think that's it. So please, for this week, probably tonight or tomorrow, I will be putting up a Google form because we have one of our very best and most popular shows coming up this Saturday where we will let the horsies run. The horsies live back here. For those of you who don't know, we will let the horsies run this entire time. I have some fun new angles on it, maybe a special guest or two, and definitely some new batteries. So, Kyle, can you put that on my list? All right. So, fun new news. My producer slash wife was a huge hit at Tiki Oasis. Of course, I know how wonderful she is, but you guys probably don't get to chat with her as much. I know she jumps into the chat every once in a while. But man, it would be impossible to do what I do without my wife Jen. So she got a tiki name this week, and it was kind of fun. She because Brando Motu Gin was so popular, people would stop us and say, "Oh my gosh, you are that guy. You're that the gin guy." I said, "Yeah, Motu Gin," and they would turn and say, "Oh, you're Jen, right? Motu Jen." Stopped us in our tracks. Motu Jen. I'd like to introduce my new producer, my old producer, but with a new name, Motu Jen. So if you guys ever see her at a tiki conference, let me just tell you that Motu Jen, Dr. Cush and Motu Jen are the team. Can't do without her. So please, please, oh please, call her Motu Jen because the hashtag Motu Jen is going absolutely wild. We missed that new tiki name. It happened a little later in the weekend, and we weren't about to start pushing that on everybody. But yes, Motu Jen is her name. Motu, of course, meaning the tiki word for island. Yes, and we love. Oh, good. And Motu, the Jin of Tiki, approves of Motu Jen, the Jen of Tiki. So, what's your tiki name? Kyle Tender. Do you need one? I think we talked about Kyland for a while, but I think Kyle Tender is the way to go. I think we're going to keep you as Kyle Tender, but maybe Kyland when you are doing just full on tiki stuff. That's what we got. Yeah, Motu Jen is a hit. Love it. Yeah, Kyle needs one. All right. Yeah, the Kyle Tender of Tiki. I feel like. Yeah. You have to. Yes, that's true. You have to come to Tiki Oasis to get a tiki name. Kyle was there last year in San Diego, but he was shy. That's what I got for you guys. I really appreciate you guys coming out. I'm gonna go take a couple more naps. This was a really big weekend for all of us. It was great to meet all of you that I hadn't met. It was really nice to finally get some pink gin into people's glasses. And a huge thank you to Motu Jen. Thank you, a huge thank you to Brando Motu Gin for sponsoring this whole trip out, and a huge thank you to Motu Jen for all of the work. Oh, Alani Kyle, which is Hawaiian for orange. Tiki Tender, yeah, I think we're close. Cause I'm Cush Tender. That's how he got Kyle Tender. Yeah. Great go. Wait, gotta go. Great show. Thank you, Motu Jen. Okay, that's what I got for you guys. Thank you so much. Oh God, did we go? We did 48 minutes. Okay. Thank you guys so much for showing up. As always, we'll be back here on Thursday to hang out. Yeah, I like Alani Kyle. I really like Alani Kyle. Okay, we're gonna think about it. But for now, thank you to Brando, Motu Jen, and a big thanks to Motu Jen, my producer. And thank you to all of you that show up to these shows. And thank you to Forlorn Hope for saying a very nice thing. Wonderful community. Couldn't agree more. As always, thank you guys, and I will see you on the next one Thursday. But be on the lookout for Dr. Cush's Cush Tucky Derby, the Google form. Look out for Dr. Cush's exotic Google form, and sign up for your horses. If you don't sign up for a horse beforehand, then you might get a crappy horse. So that's what I got. Oh yeah, that's right. We did. We said a lot about Forlorn Hope and being new. We talked about everybody. Cheers. Yes, big hug to Motu Jen. beautiful and kind. Couldn't agree more. Thank you for everybody. And until next time, what do we always say? We always say
goodbye.
But more importantly, we are going to find out one day who.
Are you Dr. Jinga Janga?
We're going to find Dr. Jinga Janga. And until then, though.
Bye.
Bye.
I know you are, but what am I?
Yeah! Science, bitch!
My father gave me a small loan of a new...